that smooth, effortless playing on the guitar, then you are at the right address. Because in this video, I'm going to show you the quickest way to get faster fingers in just 7 days. Let me give you 2 examples to show you why finger independence is so important. Hold your hands out like this and then try to bend only your pink. You'll immediately notice that your ring finger is also trying to come along with it. For my next example, I need you to fold your hands in like this. Then lift up both of your index finger and the rest should stay down. Do the same for your middle finger and then do the same for your ring finger. And you'll notice that if you try it with your ring finger, it's super hard and actually not really possible to move only your ring finger up. So what I'm trying to say with all of these examples is that finger independence and getting faster fingers is something you need to train. But lucky for you, I'm going to share the most efficient and effective exercises to help you gain faster fingers in a very short period of time. Before I do that, I need you to hit that subscribe button on my channel because I upload daily content on how you can become a better guitar and ukulele player. So after you have subscribed to my channel, let's improve your finger independence and muscle memory. Alright, so the first exercise we're going to do together is going to be the aerobics exercise. And I called it that because your fingers are all going to do a workout now. Then you're going to put your index finger on the 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th fret. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to lift your index finger up and down for about 5 to 10 seconds. And while you're doing this, the other 3 fingers should stay down. Then you're going to do the same for your middle finger. And remember, you're only going to move your middle finger up and down. The rest of the fingers should stay in one place. Then you're going to do the same for your ring finger. This should feel a little bit hard or awkward, and that's okay. Like I just explained, the ring finger does move in a different way. Then you're going to do the same for your pink, like this. So this was level 1, and level 2 goes like this. Instead of moving only one finger up and down, you're going to move 2 fingers up and down alternatively. So now you're going to move your index finger and middle finger one by one like this, also for about 5 to 10 seconds. And in this case, your ring finger and pink should stay down. Then you're going to repeat the same for your index finger and ring finger like this, also for 5 to 10 seconds. Then you're going to repeat the same for your index finger and pink. So this should feel very like as if you're coordinating a lot of things, which is true, you're actually doing that. And the final step is to alternate your middle finger and ring. And this should feel really awkward because it's connected to the same tendon, like I just explained earlier. But I can guarantee you that doing this is so effective because you're literally tackling the one thing that's standing in the way of getting the finger independence that you want. Because 2 massive advantages of this exercise is that you can do it at any time of the day because it doesn't make any sound. And also when you're doing something else, such as watching your favorite series. Now that we've done some aerobics, let's move on to my next exercise to help you get faster fingers. But do take a 1-minute break because this was a lot, obviously. The second exercise we're going to do is going to be the walking exercise. So you're going to start by putting your index finger on the 1st fret of the E string, your middle finger on the 2nd fret, ring on the 3rd and pink on the 4th. This is a pretty big stretch, so if this is difficult for you, just hold the stretch. Then take your hand off and then try to hold it again, because this also trains your hand muscle memory. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to play the 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret and 4th fret of the E string. You can just use your thumb to play the string. So after you've played these first 4, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to move your hand to the 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th like that. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, shift to the 5th, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you're going to shift to the 7th fret. 7, 8, 9, 10. With this exercise, you're not only training your fingers, but you're also training your hand, and you're also getting accustomed to the fretboard. Because if you move higher up, the frets are closer to each other, and by doing this, you're better at estimating where the frets are, and this also really improves your muscle memory and the way that you kind of solo over the fretboard in the long term. But this is only one version of the walking exercise, because we're walking from here to here. You can also walk from top to bottom, and I'm going to show you how. So the beginning is the same. You're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then while your pink is on the 4th fret of the G string, your index finger is going to move 1 string down. Holding this stretch is so important because it really trains your pink. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, index finger, 1, 2, 3, 4. Index finger, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you kind of move down like that until you're finally at the 4th fret of the E string, the high E string. And you can also do it backwards, but if you do it backwards, you have to make sure that you're not holding the fingers down like that, but that you're pressing the frets one by one like this. Like that. And also when you're going upwards, make sure when you're pressing the index finger to also press the pink on the 4th fret of the string above it like this. So now we've done the aerobics exercise and 2 versions of the walking exercise. Let's move on to my finger twister challenge. And this one I really recommend you to do once you've done these other 2, because, you know, I wouldn't start with this exercise, but it's so crazy effective, I can guarantee you that. The finger twister goes like this, because instead of doing 1, 2, 3, 4, you can do a different combination, such as 1, 4, 2, 3. So it's index finger, pink, middle finger, ring. And then you're going to move down 1 string and you're going to do this exact same combination. So it's going to be index, pink, middle, ring. Then to the D string, index, pink, middle, ring. Try it for the top 3 strings first, so like this. And see how that goes, then move on to the bottom 3. So for the 4th exercise to get faster fingers on the guitar, we're gonna learn the famous C major scale, and it goes like this. So you're gonna start by putting your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, then open D string, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, ring on 3rd, open G string, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, open B string, and then your index finger on the 1st fret of the B string. Try to solo through the notes like this. This way you can also train your finger independence and also keep it fun. The 5th and final exercise to get faster fingers on the guitar is by learning the G minor pentatonic scale. And it goes like this. You're going to start by putting your index finger on the 3rd fret of the E string and your pink on the 6th fret of that string. Then you're going to move down 1 string and put your index finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. And this time you're going to put your ring finger on the 5th fret of that string. You're going to do the same for the D string and the same for the G string. And for the last 2 strings, so the B and the E string, you're going to put your index finger on the 3rd fret of the string and your pink again on the 6th fret of the string. So for the B it's 3, 6. And for the high E, it's again 3, 6. And again, I challenge you to play around with the notes like this. When you're practicing these techniques on your own, you might run into a few issues. Your fingers might feel stiff, uncoordinated, or just refuse to move the way you want them to. So let me share with you my 5 tips to train your fingers without overworking your hands. My first tip to get faster fingers on the guitar is to not overdo it. It's very easy to fall into the trap of doing too many reps, but overdoing it can actually cause unwanted tension. So take breaks and make sure to aim for about 20 reps per finger. Tip number 2 to get faster fingers on the guitar, and this is a game changer, but use a metronome. The metronome is ruthless, but it's honest, and it can really be an additional tool to help you play in a steady rhythm, and that is really what you want with these exercises. Make sure to start slow, and once you feel that the movements are more registered in your muscle memory, then increase the tempo. My 3rd tip to improve your finger independence on the guitar is to keep your practice time consistent. Short but focused practice sessions are much more effective than those long, boring ones that will just leave you feeling drained. Tip number 4 to get faster fingers when you're playing the guitar is to make sure to start slow and then pick up the pace. With all of these exercises, it's so important to have a clean sound when you're playing it slow, because if you speed it up and it sounds sloppy, then it will sound even more sloppy, I can guarantee you that. And my 5th and final tip to faster fingers on the guitar is to make sure that you're using the proper hand position with your fretboard hand. Tension is the enemy of speed, so make sure you're not squeezing the fretboard too tight, but just calmly like this. A relaxed hand will be able to move much quicker than a tense one. If you stick with these exercises for 7 days, I can guarantee you that you will get faster fingers in a week. So now you know how to get faster fingers in 7 days, but did you know that I have many more tutorials on how to play the guitar and the ukulele? If you want to learn more, please make sure to watch the video on screen, and with that being said, I hope to see you soon in the next video.